wants to talk about what just happened. So, what was the news you got about 2 hours ago?
So when I went down the hall there, they told me that the surgeons come from a certain angle. But I waited and I'm like, I can't wait no more. So I just sneak into the staff elevators and went to the fourth floor. And I saw Dr. Patel, right, you know the entrance where we said goodbye?
Yeah.
Dr. Patel was standing outside the door, no mask, and then he went like this, come. And I went, and then he said, so, surgery went well, but the heart is very weak. And so with 98% chance, we're gonna have to put the device. That's what he was saying. Yes. Then he said, also the heart isn't beating on its own, and it's gonna take like 45 minutes for us to know. Plus, you might have to just leave the chest open for a day or two.
Yeah.
Probably just 2 days. 2 days. I said, 2 days? He said, yeah, because it's better if we have to go back in, just like what Kevin was saying, but they can just do what they're doing. And I was like, no, Dr. Patel. And then I said, can I hug you? And then I hugged him and I just stopped bawling. I was just crying because I couldn't understand what he was saying. And then he said, yeah, it's better. And he said, oh, your husband is off. He said, I'm gonna put a patch here. Because I asked him, so how long would he have to keep the device for? And he said, it varies, you know? It just depends on how soon. So he said, we're gonna put a device here and we'll push it through the catheter, right? And then we'll push it in and pull it out the same way. Then he said, through these two parts of his leg, we're gonna also give him ECMO. And I told Trifine to call Holly and ask her about the ECMO. Because that means that you're not getting enough oxygen. I don't know. I know it has to do with your breathing and respiratory system. So he was just telling me all of those things. He says it's 50-50, he's gonna need that. And then I just left him in despair and come down here to Trevina and Cavell to tell them that.
So yeah, and the news at that point was he's open for 2 days, heart is weak.
Yep.
And the LVAD, and the situation is not looking as good.
Right, and they're just in a waiting mode now.
And then, we started to pray.
Yes.
People started to, we sent out a message, people started to pray.
Yeah.
And as we were praying, well, it's a few things. I remember I prayed specifically before we were on our way here, driving here for an hour and a half. So it's an hour and a half all this happening now. Because we left home as soon as we got the call.
Yeah.
So on the way here, Drew and I were praying. We prayed a lot of things, but specifically before we got there, that we'd have some news, good news, and also that doctors would be surprised. We prayed that the doctors would be surprised. So what was the news that you guys got?
Well, you can turn the camera to Trifina and Cavell because I really can't remember. And Julian, they were right there to witness.
Yep. So what happened? What did the doctor say?
So the doctor came out and he said that they tried he said we tried the simplest procedure and it started working
with a balloon.
With a balloon procedure. It surprised even him. And he said it multiple times, like he was, surprised that it's working so well. And he said the bleeding stopped. They said the bleeding just stopped. And we just started.
He's like, he can't explain.
He can't explain exactly how the bleeding stopped.
He's a little bit puzzled.
Yes, by all of it.
And he doesn't know how this, he doesn't know how this happened. And we're like,
and he said, we tried.
He came down here and said that?
Yes.
He said, we tried.
It's amazing.
He said, we tried the simplest thing.
Yeah.
And the heart started beating, and the blood, and he stopped, the heart started beating, and he stopped, and the blood stopped.
And he said,
it stopped
beating.
Yeah.
And it's beating
twice
as strong.
Yes.
As it was.
That's incredible.
yeah.
That is incredible.
Justin?
That's
He
what
said
prayer
all
does.
the valves are working.
Wow.
He said those words. He said all 3 valves are working and the heart is beating strong.
But you know, Justin, when you said you pray for a surprise, we prayed for strength and for the doctors to step aside and for
God
the great physician to step in. And for Vivian's heart
to beat on its own.
And that's what God did.
Yes.
He's amazing.
God answered her prayer.
Yeah.
He is.
And it's so funny too because while Renisha was up there, I went outside and I counted the floors. So I counted after Trifina and I finished praying, we counted 1, 2, 3 floor, whatever floor and I was just out there looking. I said, whatever side he's on this floor, God, I want you to go there right now. I want you to. So we were just all interceding.
Yes,
Trifine was the sane one.
Yes, she was.
She was the one who said, let's get this thing together.
I think she was disappointed. But
I'm not disappointed. I just felt in my soul because it's funny.
No, she means it's
I felt it. No, it's
going
not.
to be
It's not that. I felt in my soul that Junior cannot.
We
right
can't.
now.
We're not gonna walk out of here.
We can't. And if we're praying for God's healing and for God to guide us and to heal Junior, work this out,
But we don't get to
and we're here
choose that.
crying.
We don't get to choose.
Why are we
but he
crying?
understands
Why
too.
not pray?
And sometimes
And
he gives us the
stand in the
desires
gap
of our
for
heart.
Junior
He
right
did.
now. You know what I mean? And be strong. It's just I just had this feeling that
But
I know God was stepping
And
in.
Ranisha, she claimed it. You know what your mother
Yeah.
said? She said,
said-
mark this day. Wait, like
Way
early.
before.
She said, mark this day. January 6th, 2025 is a victory day for Junior.
You say that, Mom?
They say that.
Say his again.
I
He
said, January 6, 2025 is Victory Day for Junior. I said, God is going to save his life.
The story is not
He's going to
finished.
save his life
Yeah.
because I asked him, I said, please just give Junior another chance. And I know how much it meant to Junior because Junior said just the series of events leading up, he believed God was going to do something really great for him. But I know there was a little, not nervous, but he was a little tense
He was a
this
little
morning.
nervous.
He told me to turn up the music. He was like,
Yeah.
turn up the music, please. And he was just running with all, just
Really
like,
fast?
yeah. And even when the nurses came in, and I told him to turn it back up. It kept him,
In the right
in his
mind.
spirit, I think he was preparing. He knew his body was going to go through
a
a lot.
And so what's the call? The call you just got from Dr. Patel. What did he say?
Yeah.
That was the best news ever. Dr. Patel said, look, everything looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Close him out.
It's
Closed.
closed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Praise God.
I checked with the girl just now, and she said it started. She gave me the exact time because I know she'll give me more. She said they started closing him up at 5:32. So it takes a little
In
while
less than 2 hours, he went from being open for 2 days
to
being
close
closed.
up.
To heart
Come on,
beating twice
The
man.
as
heart beating
strong.
twice as strong.
And
No.
let
From
me
a
tell you
weak
this.
Never stop playing with God.
Let me
Right.
tell you this. You see, when Dr. Patel said 2 days, and I said 2 days.
2 days to 2
He
hours.
was saying, he said it over. Like he said, yeah, and it will be best for him. Like it's almost like this is how it's gonna have to be.
Yeah.
It wasn't a guessing thing. It's just like based on what he said. Remember,
This is what we have to
he said,
do.
I'm gonna scrub back in,
Yeah.
and I'll let you know in a few hours. And I said, Dr. Patel, a few
But it
hours.
didn't take
5
a
to
few
6
hours.
hours.
Yes,
It
and
didn't
it
take a few
didn't take.
hours.
That's what.
When
Pavel
she-
is the
when-
greatest
when-
witness.
When
She was out
Julian
there with
came,
me.
Usain Bolt couldn't catch your mother. When Julian said the doctor is here to see, looking for you, I was sitting before her and she was sitting behind me. She ran past me.
No, because I couldn't believe.
She couldn't believe.
He
She ran
walked out
past
though, but I
And
knew it
Kevin
wasn't
said
bad
to-
news. His
I'm
face
saying to
was
Kevin, he said a
happy.
few hours. Kevin said, well, we will be here. We'll
We're-
stay. We're not
we're
going
not going to
anywhere. She
leave.
said my bag is packed. She said my bag is in Kevin's car, and we're not going nowhere. So we had conditioned our minds that we were gonna just be here
All
waiting.
night, yeah. But
And
God
didn't
is
have-
good.
Well, God is good.
So the
God
heart
is
just
good.
looked like he just said, you know.
It's not
let me show
only
them.
that He's good,
God
He
said, let me
loves
show
us so
them.
much that
He loves
hears
you.
us.
He loves you. He loves all of us. And he knows that Junior loves you guys and wants to be with his family, wants to be with his children, wants to see his youngest son grow up, wants to see your kid and all of you guys' children whenever you're ready. Whenever
Let's go
you're
like
ready.
this. Your kid.
Yeah, whenever you guys are ready, he wants to see
We'll look
that.
back on this when we start to have difficult, because difficulty will come again.
Yeah.
Yes, and his
But-
recovery. Don't listen.
No, of course, we know that. But
I'm not throwing any
Don't
shade,
minimize
but
it.
let's don't
Yeah.
minimize. He goes through a lot with the recovery,
Yeah,
and that's what he dreaded. He dreads
But
that the
Ranisha,
most.
if he can do this, he can
dreads
have
it.
he can have a better recovery than the last time. too.
Yeah, and I don't know if they have more modern things to help with recovery.
they do.
I'm
They do
hoping.
them 20
And
something years
Ranisha,
ago.
when God is working, God is
And when
working.
him hear the story, you know, we appreciate it.
We're gonna show him we're gonna show him a video. He's gonna watch.
Oh,
Yeah, he's gonna watch this when he come back.
and you know what?
Love you, Dan.
Gabriel said he should know that he's gonna have some subconscious messages that
He's gonna
we're
tell us.
gonna watch when we go in that room.
I feel
Let
like
us all really try to communicate with him in some way. Say whatever you need to say, and just because. I told him that he said, Renisha, I know I'm not gonna be able to move, but if I bat my eyes, please scratch my back and tell me that.
I remember saying that, yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
You said it?
Yes, he did.
All right, Dad. We'll scratch your back.
Yeah.
See you soon.